Hello followers, and welcome back to Soul Worker. I believe we're on episode 6 or 7. Either way, with this episode, we survived the explosion in the last episode. Also, I'm just noticing there's a lot more skills than or outfits than I realized. But in the last episode, we basically ended up exploding. And now, we survived. Somehow. Don't ask me how. But we did. And now, for that, we are going to be doing other stuff, I guess. We'll find out. It's been a while since I've played the game for a long period of time. Or for a long enough period of time that I actually knew what I was doing, so... we'll figure it all out. Let's go over to the first character over here, because he wanted something.
어서 오십시오.
Hello. Your feet must be on fire at the rate you're tearing about around the place. I heard you were fighting the mannequins. Mannequins that move of their own accord. How do they accomplish it? The Traitor Alliance and Starry Forest League are always keen to find new technologies. Mostly the military gets the technologies. That's good and expensive. So I'd appreciate it if you could get me some of the mannequins' generators. I'm confident they would benefit. In fact, it could end up helping not just Ruko Town, but also the Traitor Alliance and the SFL. We have never seen technology like this, but it's evidently very advanced. We need the mannequins' generators, and that means we have to steal their technology. How to get power devices? If you smash up something here, you're bound to find some. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see. You got it. Hey, be careful, otherwise you'll cut yourself. They look better than I thought. I had almost hoped you'd only bring me broken ones. You're really honest. Great job. What about you? Ah, a whole heap of screws. You did a good thing helping our group leader. No, it wasn't me. Please forgive him. Everyone makes mistakes. How many times do I have to say it wasn't me? Hey, can't you at least act like you're listening to me? You shouldn't sin, isn't that right? Besides, because sins are like those tasty potato chips. Once you start, you just can't stop. Yeah, keep talking. My conscience hurts. Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna get yelled at probably. Hooray! And this character doesn't really know anything about talking to women, so we'll see.
어디 아픈 곳은 없어?
I'm back, Miriam. Haha, you must have been worried. Worry? This is rage! What the hell is that? Do you think that as a soul worker you'd be able to handle such an explosion? When you saw that the plan wasn't working, you should have just fled. Do you know how people would feel if you sacrificed yourself for them? It's a big shock for everyone. What on earth? Even I asked you so empathetically, not to risk your life and not go over the top. But I didn't want to just scrap her. I understand you, Miriam, but I think I did the right thing. Be that as it may, it seems like you've never heard of introspection. Being mad at someone who just risked their life to save the village is just not normal. I'm sorry, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for your understanding. Really? You gave everyone a huge shock. Your self-confidence knows no limits, or what? Did you want to die? Risking my life for something that can save countless lives? I think it was worth it. I still don't have any doubts. I see, you're just the limit. Be that as it may. Not just me. Tommy was also very worried. I won't say any more for now, but pay him a visit. Oh my. There you are. Well done, I knew you could do it. But why did you do it? Sure, the guys from the NED made a mistake, but I just wanted to save people. Well, of course, that's a given. What's that all about? I've seen a lot of soul workers like you before, but you're the first one who acts so matter of course. I don't know what to think of it. Anyway, you put too much pressure on yourself. I do it because I like it. Don't worry about it. Alright, if you say so, then there's nothing to add. But if you fall apart unnecessarily because of it, then you won't have any more opportunities to protect even more people. Don't forget it. Heh, you're right. If I sacrifice my life to save people, I won't be able to save people anymore in the future. But that in turn means that I can't save any people if I don't risk my life. That means I can't save anyone, no matter what decision I make. Oh, forget it. I was just babbling. Don't listen to me. Oh, and by the way, Wilba's looking at us very gloomily. Don't you want to talk to him? I don't look that pitiful. Well, talk to him, whatever you do. I don't look that pitiful. I've already heard a lot. No matter, thanks to you, the village is safe, and that's all that matters. I just wanted to tell you that you did a really good job. I only did what had to be done. It looks like you wouldn't regret it either. Have you ever had the feeling that your life is worth something, or have you ever asked yourself why you're doing something so absurd? Not at all. Twice already people have thanked me for my good deeds 15 years ago. If I save as many people this time, it'll end up being worth it someday too. The soul forces who have emerged from the Great Void seem to have a strange sense of justice. Excuse me, what do you think? That's just my opinion. It can't be coincidence that soul forces emerged from the Great Void and the soul workers all joined the Starry Forest League. You really think it's that complicated? I think it's obvious that people join together in a group like that when there's a crisis that threatens humanity. Yes, if you don't want to question it, then it doesn't matter. I hope you can help us again in the future. Of course, let me know if you need help, Wilba. Got it. If there's something I can't handle, get ahead, I'll call you. Please go to Major Benji now. I'm sure there's something you can help him with. You love getting yelled at by the people, don't ya? And this needs to go die, too, because it's useless. There you are. I've been waiting for you. Are you hurt? I'm doing incredibly well. Even I'm surprised. Apparently, you've been talking a lot with Wilba and Miriam. Don't think about it too much and do what you like. That's all I can tell you. Then I'll keep helping people. It's truly astonishing that you can say that with such a glad expression on your face. You almost brought the farm this time. Don't you ever have the feeling that you're being treated unfairly? Pat, I've heard that sort of thing often. You're probably worried that I'm being exploited. But since I'm doing this voluntarily, I've decided not to worry about it anymore. Profit and loss. I'd rather save someone before I worry about that sort of thing. Really, soul workers are still just like they were in the old days. I'm not planning on stopping you, but I would be glad if you would rethink your actions. Before all the calculations of profit and loss. We want to calculate something else. Recovery, Jin. Please take a more relaxed approach. I don't know exactly what you're trying to tell me, but agreed. No matter, let's carry on. While you were dealing with Big Plastika in our square, other mannequins made it all the way to Ruko Town. Thank goodness there weren't that many. We defeated them without any losses. They behaved very differently to the mannequins in our square. So it wasn't these guys that Big Plastika was leading around. I understand. I'll take care of them. I expected no other reaction from you. You're the only one I can ask, Jin. So it's pretty crazy to even ask you this, but can you really do it? You must still be totally exhausted from the battle with Big Plastika. Of course, I'm quite surprised too. I was actually pretty worn out from that battle, but now I'm fit as a fiddle. Haha, the fighting spirit of a soul worker. Yeah, that's probably it, don't you think? Yeah, alright. You really enjoy putting yourself in danger, don't you? Just like the Tails 15 years ago. I'll bring you up to date. We're now assuming that there is a second troop of mannequins. We've already begun searching. We didn't find anything of note. Our communications and intelligence has been disrupted by some unknown radiation. That's why we sent a search party to look at the site, but they haven't returned yet. They obviously ran into a problem. Please go to the area in question and find out what happened. Defeat the second. I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen this time. You're always so optimistic, and now you say something like that? Yes, I was only able to survive the explosion of Big Plastika by luck. That's why I have such a foreboding that something terrible will happen. You need to put feeling there, okay? Something good is always followed by something bad, so this time it must be something bad. Once I've survived it, I can look forward to something good again. I don't know if that way of thinking is optimistic or pessimistic. Be that as it may, unfortunately I have to ask you for your help again. Lol. What about you? What do you have to say, you mad Dr. Crazy person? Are you hurt? Then you come to the right place. Yeah, whatever. It's so unfair that I can hardly sleep because of it. The SFL has been undermining my position ever since they came to Ruko Town. When I was the only doctor here, I performed miracles with meager supplies. Now the SFL is mucking everything up. Even the locals aren't coming to see me anymore. No, they go running to the SFL for their prescriptions. I'm not envious, you know. It's just that now I'm in the city limits with nothing to do. It feels funny. Phew. I'm sorry, please give me some time alone. What a strange man. Boy? That's why I asked you for all those favors. But really, it's like this. Doctors in the city limits have to specialize in household remedies. It's not like that in our organization, which only use professional treatments. Our goal has always been a quick and correct treatment. But apparently Void doesn't understand something important. When it comes to treating known diseases, we're the best. But in times like these, when a new disease emerges, there's nothing we can do. Then we need the experience of doctors like Void. We have the training, but Void has the experience. Experience is unbeatable when it comes to dealing with unanticipated situations. Let's hope that it doesn't happen, but if an unknown disease breaks out, our hands are tied. But Void, then we'll see how valuable his experience can be. I guarantee it. Let him know that he shouldn't worry so much. One day, Void's ability will be of great use. Experience always trumps the, any training you could receive. It really does. Something up, I said I wanted to be alone. Sione said that? I see. Was it really an inferiority complex? If that's how you see it, then thank you. The most important thing is that there's no new disease. Oh boy, what do you want now?
구입할 생각이 없다면 만지지 말아줘요.
I have a mission for you. Actually, the mission is from the Trader Alliance. Did you know that R Square used to be a famous shopping street? There was nothing else like it. After the Great Void, many people came to R Square to get essential goods. Despite that, R Square still harbors a lot of things. It's kind of a treasure chamber to us. The Trader Alliance dispatches teams there periodically to retrieve goods. It's just an estimate, mind you, but we think the content of a single building could keep Ruko Town's inhabitants alive for 2 years, goods and foods. But the mannequins are destroying the buildings at random, which is problematic. They're so gigantic they just crush everything in their path. Look at it like this. Every time a build collapses, we lose 2 years of our lives. Terrifying, isn't it? What's worse is they're still at it. If we don't stop them, our losses may be fatal. The request isn't from the Trader Alliance. It's from me personally. I like Ruko Town. The area isn't that great, true, but the people are. And I want these people to live a bit longer, yes. That's why. If you feel as I do, please accept this mission. I'm begging you, return successfully and show the people.
어서 오십시오.
In a world that falls apart at the seams, the only ones who are able to help are those who would needlessly sacrifice themselves for the greater good. And so, I like these characters for doing what is needed. Also, there's a guild, too. I once had a guild, but it's not available anymore. Yeah. I'll rebuild it. If I can't report anything about the alchemist, I'll have to find another topic. Or maybe I should go see her personally and just interview her. No, definitely not that. Who knows what she would do to me? She might even turn me into an android. So I've changed my plan, and now I will occupy myself with the scandal in the Starry Forest League. The scandal of the League, which is seen as a symbol of goodness and the hope of humanity. I received an anonymous message a couple of days ago. It was about the completion reward for the SFL Flex quests. Huh? What is that supposed to be? My goodness, you don't know? Sometimes members of the Starry Forest League receive random quests. The point is to test how flexible they are. Because it is very difficult to be successful in this sort of quest. Normally, everyone is busy enough with their own quests and they scarcely have time. But if they successfully complete the Flex quest, they will receive a reward from the Starry Forest League. The reward is small, cube full of useful things for combat. The anonymous message was about this cube. Sometimes it's empty or holds useless things. That needs to be tested. If this is true, it will knock the SFL off their pedestal. and I will reap the recognition of bringing it to light. Then I'll be a producer at the Lion Channel again. Just thinking about it. Since you are a member of the Star Force League, you should set out and get yourself a reward like that. Then I'll open the crate and check its contents. Oh, what do you have to say this time? Oh, there you are. I've already heard it from Tommy. You risked your life to save the city. That's truly incredible. Normal people like me probably would have run away. That's why I wanted to give you something. Here, for you. Do you want to know what it is? It's a key to the attic apartment in our house. You look like you don't have your own home, Jin, so I wanted to offer you an apartment. We don't use it anyway, so... Plus, Gwen and I are always scared when we're home alone. What do you think? Do you want to move in? If you do, I'll only charge you a really tiny amount of rent. Do you want to see the apartment? Select My Home in the menu. You can have a look. Please take another look around. You're not allowed to roll around on the floor. I'm not finished cleaning yet. Well, let's go see this house. Where's the house? Home. Yes, I want to enter my home. My delightful home. And you can decorate this like really in depth too. Build yourself a perfect little space, but this is the basic place of it anyway. It's very basic at the moment. There's really no furniture, but you can eventually change all this stuff and add in a bunch of interactable things. Also, the door actually closes, which is nice. Is this a door? Yes, it is. Yipe. I'm not very good at running around, if you can't tell, in the house area. Let's see here. Well, let's go back to normal. How do I leave again? Is it this way? Yeah, which way was it again? Oh, there it is. It's been a while since I've used that area, and I want to customize that eventually and make the perfect little hideaway. I also want to get a lab coat because lab coats are awesome. This character is like a scientist, basically, in my opinion, but we'll see what happens with that. And, oh yes, I need to talk to you again. And it's not bad, is it? There's no furnishings? The furnishings cost a whole lot more, of course. That's tricky right now. It's a lot of effort, but you'll need to buy furniture yourself or make it. But having your own home is a fine thing indeed. As it's got its own vegetable garden, you can eat organic veggies or even sell them. That is fine work indeed, but no pain, no gain. Work will open your eyes. That's the secret to a happy life. And if you make enough friends, the work almost does itself. Isn't that the best thing about having friends? Free labor? Huh? What? Did something happen in the room? A leak? A power outage? You want to learn how to tend a garden. Very nice. Then let's get started. For some it's complicated, for others, on the other hand, it's easy. So that we can use the pot from the garden in my home, the soil first has to be loosened with a small spade. I sell spades in the Homa Mat, and the number 1 for flower pots is especially inexpensive right now. If you buy it and use it to loosen the soil, you can actually use the gardening function. With the gardening function, just like the spades, you can buy seeds from the Homa Mat, plant them in the flower pot, and then harvest yourself. Unlike in original gardening, the plants from the seeds don't need any other tending. But wait, the plants also grow much faster than in reality, and fantastic, isn't it? I don't know any of the details about it, but the pots are supposed to have special function. Be that as it may, after a while, depending on the seed you planted, different fruits and flowers will grow, and you have to harvest the grown plants yourself. If you don't harvest them, the flower pot will continue to provide the plants with nutrients and let them wither. Everything else is perfect, but I don't understand why they didn't install a harvesting function. So remember, absolutely, you have to harvest them before they wither. Understand? I'm sure they weren't able to understand all that information, were you? That's why it's better to try it for yourself. I prepared something to try. Take these tomato seeds, use the gardening system, harvest tomatoes, and bring them to me. Press H to enter home. This is just showcasing some of the stuff you can do, by the way. But yeah, you can really go nuts to it. Let's see. I need a tomato. Shop. And yes, you can buy certain things too. But they're super expensive. Ooh, hospital. Okay, let's see. This is highly confusing as a system. No, I can't remember. Can I sit in the chairs? Nope. What a nice terrace. Gonna farm up, farm, farm, farm. I don't really know, but it's kinda boring. And then next up I'll have to do a thing. Also, I'm gonna leave a link to my friends' streams. And if you want to join, or rather watch, just feel free to hop on in and say hello. I'm always there usually around 8:30, 9 o'clock-ish. And after that, it's... I'm asleep today. After that, it's really simply just having a lot of fun. We drag each other into a lot of different games, and generally just mess around. Usually doesn't go very well. Well, I mean, last time I kind of blew up our house in the game, so yeah, it's got a lot of things. But if you like that kind of stuff, then feel free to follow the link that I'll leave in the description of the videos in the future. Also, I'll probably leave a link in my profile as well.
Shit.
Let's see. I really hate you sometimes. This is like the most boring quest in the world, but I'll showcase it anyway. There's the processor. Craft, I guess. I might also show off the title system if we have enough time after this quest. Let's see here. Here's your tomato juice. Finally, I've dealt with that. So yeah, basically if you go into your profile, where is it here? Ah, there it is. Primary title and secondary title. So I can pick from any that I have unlocked. So let's go with Forlorn Hero. The Living Forlorn Hero. And these also have effects. So just remember that you can get effects from doing that, and they tend to have a lot of good things. I have no idea what's on that side, but I want to see what's there. Anyway, I think that's going to be the end of this episode, so as always, if you like the video, slap the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to help me to become a God tuber, and all of you can have a great day. Peace.